serving customers for life.
What's cracking, guys? Zach Trees here, Cavalier for Chesapeake Square, and I have a early Christmas present from Ford, a brand new 2018 Expedition. Now, this was actually an ordered unit, and we actually delivered the unit, so the customer was kind enough to bring the unit back to us so we could do a short video on it and show you guys just really, one, how cool this vehicle is, how new it is, and how excited I am and we are about having it. So the Expedition, really there hasn't been a big change since 2003. I mean, we all know the box body style Expedition sitting on the F-150 frame. It got better in 2015, added an EcoBoost, but it's nothing of what we have now. So now we actually have a true competitor of something that I believe is really competitive with the Escalade. I mean, this thing is got features on it that I didn't even know Ford had, and they've done a really good job with it. So to take a look at it, here it is, the 2018 Expedition. You've got brand new LED headlamps that I think look great on this. By the way, the one that we're looking at is a 301A Limited Expedition Max, equipped with the Special Edition package and the heavy-duty trailer tow package. So this Expedition now has the best-in-class towing for this size of a third-row SUV. It has 9,300 pounds of towing capacity, equipped with that heavy-duty trailer tow package or the Special Edition package, and that's going to be on the regular length Expedition. If you opt for the extended length or the Max, it goes to 9,000. Without that heavy-duty trailer tow package, the Expedition will tow 5,000 pounds. We have an XLT, we have a Limited, and we have a Platinum. So to really distinguish the differences in the two, there are going to be some physical differences, but your biggest difference is going to be the horsepower and torque that this thing brings. So if you're familiar with the F-150 and it having a 3.5 liter EcoBoost, the Expedition also shares that EcoBoost, and that's the only engine that you can get in the Expedition. And on the non-Platinums, it has 375 horses. Now, if you go with a Platinum or a Lincoln Navigator, which is going to be the same platform just on Lincoln's side, you get 400 horses. So that's not only going to be a difference in styling, but you get a little extra horsepower out of it too. So now let's walk around the vehicle. So taking a look at the front end of the vehicle, there are obviously major changes. So there's nothing really to go over and compare and say, hey, this is a little bit different grille, a little bit different headlight. It's a completely different vehicle. You've got your LED headlamps, your LED fog lamps are now going to come standard with that Special Edition package or Platinum or above. The grille resembles a lot of what the Explorer offered, just a lot bigger, a lot better. And what I find is a lot of the little features on it, as far as the exterior, it kind of looks like a bigger Explorer or boxier Explorer. Walking to the side of the vehicle, this is what the 20-inch wheel that's going to be offered with the Limited. Now Platinum comes with a 22-inch wheel, and we should have a Platinum in the next couple days, so I should be able to do a video on that. Looking at the side of the vehicle, I mean, it's a really big Expedition. It's the Max. So you're also going to get a couple things with the Limited. You're going to have the deployable running boards. So when you open and close the doors, your running boards are going to pop out. The intelligent access and all that good stuff, so that you have no keyholes in the doors. So we'll walk around to the back. The coolest thing I've seen with this vehicle so far is the ease of access and ease of use. And what I'm talking about is the back seat. So in the previous year's Expeditions, you could only fold down the third row seat with power. Now we can fold down the third and the second row. So you can fold down the third row and the second row by just pressing these buttons here. So we're going to put these down. Check that out. Oh, with a press of a button. They all come back up with a press of a button too. So we'll put all that on. So another feature that the Expedition Max is going to give you is a shelving slash, what's the best way to put it? Organizer in the back space. So you've got storage underneath here for different odds and ends, but then you also have this other piece that comes up, and now you have storage this way, so you have a shelf this way, or you can flip it and have it this way, or you can use it as a divider like this. now taking a look at the back seat, this vehicle does have the second row captain's chairs or the buckets. So you're obviously going to be missing that middle seat, but it gives you a lot of access in between the seats. And what a lot of people like about it is if you have kids, they can run straight from in here and run to the back without adjusting the chair. So now it's really easy to get in the back. There's a lever here on the side of this chair next to the headrest. You pull this lever, the seat pops up, and you just push it forward. Now I've got complete access to be able to get into the back and sit in one of the 3 seats that are back here. So inside the new Expedition, it resembles a lot of an F-150 or a Super Duty. Actually, to me, it resembles more of a Super Duty as far as the way that the dash is set up and the console. Taking a look at it, I mean, it's so great to have this vehicle and to see the refresh in it and all the technology in it. When looking at the steering wheel, it looks just like an F-150 steering wheel. It's got the same places for your cruise control, your adaptive cruise control. Your truck app screen is going to be really close to the same. There's small, minute differences. You still have your My View. You still have your ability to turn off auto stop start, your vehicle information screen, your towing screen, your off-road status, that sort of thing. And the one thing that I'm really happy about is Ford kept real four-wheel drive. They didn't go to intelligent four-wheel drive on the Expedition Max. So instead of having a shift on the fly shifter that is where the trailer backup controller is, you now have it right by your gear shifter. So taking a page out of the Fusion's book, we've got the dial for our gear shifter. We've got the park, reverse, neutral, all that in a dial, with a manual mode being your center button, and a plus and minus that are actual buttons right here for your being able to shift gears up and down. We also have a drive mode dial that's directly underneath it. And around the drive mode dial is going to be where we see our four-wheel drive buttons. Taking a look at the center console, so you have your Sync 3 screen there. It's the same Sync 3 that we all know and love. But then taking a look at the dials and the buttons, we have some things that really make and stand out on this vehicle. So you've got a mute button, which is the same mute button that you have in your steering wheel. But when you're listening to the radio, a lot of people, especially with this new B&O audio system, are playing with the treble bass and the fade and the balance. If you have kids and you want to be playing music up front, you don't want to play in the back, there's an equalizer button right next to the mute button. Easy access to the treble, mid-range, and bass. Really quick, really easy to get to. So then you also have all of your temperature controls. So this is the first vehicle that I've seen Ford put this in. Digital display for your temperature at the baseline of the right here where the dials are. So now, where it used to be, you had to be on the main screen of your climate to be able to see what the temperatures were as far as the inside of the cab, or it had a display down here that said 76 and 74, so on and so forth. Now they're on the dials. Really good job, really right there, really easy to get to. Another thing is the heated steering wheel. We used to have to go into the climate screen on the Sync 3 system to turn on the heated steering wheel, and especially during this time of year, it's nice to have. But now it's just a button that we can turn on and we can have the heated steering wheel pop just up. So it's really a great interior. We've got a lot of good storage. We've got the same secret compartment that we have in the Super Duty, right above the glove box. It's just a great vehicle. Ford's done a great job with the interior. All right, guys, thanks for coming out and checking out the new 2018 Expedition. I hope you're as excited as we are, and hope you come by and check us out in our showrooms. We are ecstatic to have this as part of our lineup. We've needed it. Ford, you answered our prayers. Here it is. So come by. We're at Cavalier 4 Chesapeake Square, Cavalier 4 Greenbrier. Check us out on our website, links below. Like us on Facebook. If you have any questions about the vehicle, post a comment in the comment section. We'll see if you can stump us on something crazy that we don't know. Until next time, guys. We'll see you in the next video.